everyone, and welcome to CSR2. We've got another Zelda 2 Randomizer Senior Tournament 2023 here. We've got ourselves a Swiss Round 1 match between Tyvarius and jkoper. I'm starting with me on comms. Mariah, how are you doing?
Hello, Star. I'm doing well. This is a second dosage of Z2R here tonight. We did just have that previous race, and, well, here's another for everyone. It is the tournament season, so we're getting a lot of tournament races in starting today.
Yep. We got ourselves another Swiss Round 1 match here between Tyvarius and jkoper. Should be a fun matchup here. jkoper, of course, a long-time veteran of the community, been around forever. Tyvarius has also been around for a good bit now.
Yeah, these two here, Tyvarius, I would probably, if we had an award show in Z2R, I would say he'd probably be easily nominated for, most improved player in the last year. And yeah, for sure. So he's been grinding it out a lot, and he's improved quite a bit since he first jumped into the community. jkoper, undoubtedly randomizer celebrity. The J in jkoper stands for Jack of all trades. All-around randomizer player, numerous communities, solid player, as you said, longtime Z2R veteran, and unfortunately, he's had a little bit of bad luck in some of the previous tournaments he was in so far, but on the bright side, this might allow him to really start the grind hard on Z2R to truly sharpen his skills, because he's a good player, but I don't think he does a lot in the off-season. But I mean, he's tournament it is now, so he's going to have lots of time to play and practice and, again, sharpen those skills.
Yep. We've got ourselves a funny hash today. It looks just slightly off with the word rescue here.
I wonder if we're going to need the child.
We might. We'll see. But we should be going here pretty shortly. And then we should have a pretty good race here on our hands. You want to go over our flags, I guess, since for those who were not here for our first race tonight.
Absolutely. So this being the standard tournament, we have a more of a standard-ish start. So a blank slate, no items, no spells, 4 heart containers guaranteed to start. We always have 4 magic containers to start. That's static in the randomizer currently. And then from there, we need to place all 6 gems throughout Hyrule. When it comes to the continents, the biomes, the overworlds, they will be randomized. That is going to be, again, just standard with pretty much all of the flag sets that we run in general. It's just kind of a feature of the randomizer we enjoy. So it's usually turned on 99.9% of the time that we randomize the biomes. However, the enemies that are native to each continent, the landmarks, the points of interest that are native to each continent, they stay the same. 3 continents in the west, 3 continents on the east, 1 enemy's island. Where they're all at is shuffled, of course, as well. But we do have a candle start. I did say we have a blank slate start, but we do have a candle start in Swiss. That is a Swiss-specific thing. In brackets, once we get to that stage, the candle start does go away. And other than that, we're just kind of going to comb over these overworlds, see what we can find as fast as we can, and piece these puzzle pieces together. And the one to do it the quickest is going to be the one to take the win tonight.
Yep. It should be interesting to see how this goes. No spoilers the previous race, but we did have some interesting maps, so we'll see if we get more of the same this time.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a race between, if anyone's looking back at that, it is going to be between Chadbird and Vix Rider, if you are looking up that on stream in a later point in time.
Yep, and we're off. That's a mountainous map here.
Absolutely.
Starting kind of in the middle of the map, there's annoying 4 frames of reference. Life is right in Meta, right next to start.
Yeah, that means once we get some sort of way to get off the ground, we're going to be able to get downstab pretty easily. Not going to be trolled too badly getting that technique.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Just early grind here, getting 100 points off that enemy here. Pretty nice for early grinding. Do want some early levels.
Yeah, nice 100 from that Dyra, so if we see more Dyras, we'll probably be trying to kill them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is a mountainous biome, and we're starting basically somewhere in the middle of it. I don't think we're particularly close to any edge of the map, so pick a direction and get going, I guess. It's one of the tricky things when you start in the middle of the map. It's like, which way do I go? Because you've got all these options, and you don't know which way the edge of the map is.
Yeah, it could be a blessing just based on the mountainous biome and the way that it's navigated. If you're stuck having to traverse these very windy paths on a mountainous biome and you're like stuck in a corner somewhere at starting location, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get to where you want to go. If you start in the middle, might be nice. We'll see, though.
You can just decide, like, Yeah, because these guys are currently having a bad time with these enemies here, and are kind of in a cave slightly north of Start, more or less. So then they get to pick, because I think there's options in all 4 directions approximately. North,
Yeah.
south, east, and west. We're in the middle of the map. I don't know how close we are to any particular edge, but we'll have to figure it out.
Interesting. They've both made. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say they've both made exactly the same progress on this red Dyra and red Moblin. They both took the red Moblin out, second death, and then they're on the single red Dyra here. Tyvarius gets it. We'll see if jkoper can seal the deal here. Yes, he can. But there's still more nonsense in.
These.
Yeah, they're on their last life too, I think.
I think they both are. Yeah. Because this is an ugly enemy set here. Yikes! More of this stuff. Yikes. And that's game over, Tyvarius. Can Koper make it through this ugly mess?
Oof. It's 100 for the orange Dyra.
Work if he can make it.
Oh.
And no.
Was that a raft I saw?
I did not look at that. I was not looking at it in time. Because if it is, that could be nice info for Koper.
Yeah. It was a little hard to see.
Homewrecker confirming it was a raft. Thank you.
Yeah, jkoper's capture is from directly from console, so, and he doesn't have a fancy modded console. It's just a straight up unmodded Nintendo.
So it can be a little hard sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say raft or pea bag. It had that shape to it where it was kind of skinny and tall.
And Tyvarius and another item came slightly south of Start.
Yeah, jkoper too. They're both in the same exact spot here. Well, jkoper is one screen ahead, but for all intents and purposes, they're exactly side by side here.
Yeah, got more of this really ugly large enemy set here. And that's a magic jar, which will be nice eventually. Once they get some spells to cast it, to use it.
Yeah, these red Dyras trolling our runners a little bit, but this is where the Swiss starting candle comes in handy. Think about having to fight this stuff in the dark. This gets a little bit more frustrating and a little bit more skillful how you manage your dark combat.
Yeah. Koper is going to head east and north here from... Okay, well, not north because that's a dead end. Head east from Start, it looks like. Ty taking a death net. Another game over is going to just... let's see where he goes next. Koper continuing to head... Okay, we do have both runners heading east and south, because that's the way to go. Here's the eastern edge of the map, so that is good. We start at the southeast corner. Well, we're kind of south and kind of east, I guess, is where we are. We apparently do not want to take a passive cave down at the southern edge of the map, heading eastward, because we see a dead end on the southeast corner here.
Yeah.
And Ty a update out here. This entire thing is a dead end, and I think it's slightly faster to update back to Start.
Yeah, Ty leaving those 2 caves behind, jkoper leaving Magic Container Cave behind again. He might have gotten a chance to see that on his side right before the death. So, or he might be going back now. I'm not. No, he's passing that up. Okay. Anyway, those caves are right next to Start.
West. Yeah.
A lot of Dyras, though.
Until they have a little bit better stuff to deal with the large enemies on. Alright, so we've got divergence. Ty is heading north from Start. Koper's heading west.
We got a
We've
Bagoo.
got a palace here, which is P3 or 6. Slightly northwest of Start, and right next to Saria, which is the back end of Saria here. It's kind of annoying. Reflected there.
Yeah, speaking of Saria, jkoper just saw Bagoo's woods, although he just saw one encounter of it, did not look for Bagoo. We might need Bagoo today in this mountainous biome, and we have fire here in Rauru.
Yeah. Thank you.
Red Dyra's everywhere.
West to Start. Yeah, they're everywhere, and they're hitting like a truck, too.
Yeah, this is really slowing Ty down.
These guys have taken a ton of deaths between the two. These reflect... that's Fairy Cipher. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Fairy. Yeah.
Koper.
Sorry, I saw the F and I just assumed fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, that's not the text for fire. Tyvarius crawling northward through this swamp towards the northwest corner, and finds Rudo here in the northwest with shield in it. Well, we're not gonna get that. There is a lake here. Hopefully there's nothing on the other side of it. Unlikely, but sometimes the mountainous biomes do decide to troll.
Yeah, we'll see if Koper sticks around the woods here to try to find Bagu. He's not, but he does know where it's at. So if he realizes, if he deems that Bagu is going to be required, then he'll go look for it. But he does have fairy, so he might be able to cast it soon enough if he can't already.
Yeah, okay, so Ty's back in this lovely cave, which I think was the raft, and Koper's in a different one on the western edge of the map.
Yeah, this is a heart container cave for Koper.
Yeah. And there's a pea bag. Womp womp.
$500 though.
Yeah, it could be worse.
These red dyers are tricky to fight in this little closed area here. A lot of neutral jumps, a lot of falling crouch stabs. He gets it.
Yeah.
And I guess Koper can cast fairy because he is back into Karok. Does who what? Okay.
Karok has a red jar, so not that.
Yeah, we're back. He must be able to cast fairy because we're coming in here for downstab.
Yeah, I thought it was 118 on the previous level, but it might be a little cheaper now, because I don't think 118 is castable, but... Yeah, 118 is not castable. Whatever it currently is castable.
Yeah, it looks like about 50, 52 or something.
That's not too bad. Pretty significant drop of like 50% from the 118.
And we did have the raft in Magic Container Cave there, confirmed. Pick up on Ty's side.
Yep. He's back in this item cave now. 2 tier 3, slightly better levels for dealing with all the mess. Alright, so let's see. Having started kind of vaguely in the middle of everything, we have gone east from start is basically a dead end in the southeast corner. Doesn't get you much of anywhere. There were no landmarks, so it was just dead. North from start got Ty over to Rudo. And Saria. I didn't see if he could go east from the northwest corner there. Koper, I think, got bait out of the western side map he was on. So here's his raft. I don't think I've seen the southwest corner of the map yet.
Yeah, I think he just he saw Heart Container Cave, got the level out of there, knew fairy was castable, wanted to head back and get downstab out of Mito before moving further away from North Palace area.
That would make sense, because he's heading back west of start now here.
Yeah, Ty gets his magic container out of Medicine Cave. So he's mostly on parity here with jkoper, other than just getting fairy heading a little bit further west.
Oh, we actually can't get to the southwest corner. That's a dead end down that way for Koper. Never mind.
And that one dead end to the set. Remember that one pass through that you mentioned? That might actually be a dud connector. That might be a connector because Ty just showed us south down there, and there's nothing else down there. So it might not be a pass through. It might actually be a connector that doesn't go anywhere.
To nowhere. Yeah, that's possible. Actually, I wasn't quite looking at where Ty was going. Did Ty just go south from start there? It looked like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I think we need to head northeast from start, I guess, is our progression, because we're currently not going much of anywhere. Here's okay, Stonehenge is new, but just a heart, that doesn't help. This is northwest of start, not straight north.
Okay, so never mind. It is Jump Cave. It's not. I thought Medicine Cave was facing east. It seems to be Jump Cave facing east there. Okay, my bad.
Okay. And actually, okay, there's a something at Saria for Koper, so just, okay, these heading north and heading west and north get you to the same area, more or less. Ty just didn't walk far enough west to find that Stonehenge, because there's 3 or 6 for Koper. Yeah, we need to go east and north, it looks like, from what we see from Ty's end, maybe, though. We seem to be kind of locked on the south and western sides of the map right now. We can go all the way to the northwest corner. We've seen the southeast corner, and we think the southwest corner is a dead end, but we can't find the northeastern end of the map right now. If I've got my mental map correct, which we...
Yeah, it could just be Saria blocking us to that side.
Saria head straight north, though.
Oh, I thought you said north. I'm sorry.
We need to head northeast. Well, we haven't seen the northeast part of the map, but the north... We did see a lake in the next to the west of Rudo in that northwest corner. I think Saria might lead us to the other side of that lake. Not completely sure, though. This map is a mess. Mountainous biome doing mountainous biome things.
Yep. Ty in Pillar P-Bag Cave here, going to be getting his... Oh, actually, I don't know what comes out of here. It was Heart Container that had... Heart Container Cave that had the P-Bag in it. Don't remember what was in here.
I don't remember on this one, I'll be honest. We've seen a lot of our items.
Oh, another magic
jar number 2. Okay.
Makes sense. That's what Coper's got there. He's got 6 containers. Cruising through this 3 or 6. Haven't seen a window yet.
Nope.
Or a boss. And, oh, back to start. Okay.
That's back to start, yeah.
Saw the blue sky, and I thought maybe we found an outdoor Barba, but nope, not yet.
No such luck.
All right, grass tile for Ty.
Probably pretty happy to see that, given how many deaths he's taken so far to the Dairas and everything this seed. And he is going to head back towards... This is going to be back towards Saria for him.
Yeah, looking at the levels here, 223 for Ty and 334 for jkoper. jkoper usually tries to power level attack, but it seems like getting that fairy castable and with all the red Dairas getting a few life levels as well, kind of evened out his leveling strategy that he's usually engaging in. But we'll see. He'll probably go right back to getting attack levels at this point.
I think so. I even for the jkoper, I think it makes sense to not do that. Reboot! So that confirms this is P3 here. Slightly northwest of start.
Yep, still got to find the item. No hint for whatever Rebanek rides with, just Karok so far. And that was a useless red jar.
And that's it. Ties in one of our item caves.
Yeah, this will be his 500-point P-Bag here.
That'll be nice. I don't think Fairy's castable for him yet at Magic 2. But that's going to be Magic 3, so moot point, because we know Fairy is castable at Magic 3 for Cooper. And I think that was a thumbs up at the camera for seeing, yep, I can cast that now.
Ty listening into the stream. Hey, Ty. And there it is, Rebo down.
Nice down stab there for Cooper. And 300 points off the boss does get him attack 4, speaking of his leveling. And 100 points more off that.
Yeah, so he is going to take the 710. The 710 is probably going to be, well, I guess it could be Magic 4 or Life 5 here.
I was not looking hard enough, but I think that might be Life 5.
Okay, I mean, that makes... Oh,
no, that's
it's close.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah, this
and
is...
And that's Nuppe for Ty.
This is going to unbalance jkoper's general attack first leveling strategy, but it is what it is.
I think this seed's been too unforgiving for him to do that.
Yeah,
He's gonna get his down stab.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you got to play to the seed, really. If you need those additional life levels, magic levels, you can't ignore those if they're kind of required.
No, like even for a veteran like Cooper, those Dairas are hitting hard, so you want the life levels to deal with that, and the seed's pretty obviously telling you either go dig the item out of here or probably go cross Saria to go figure out what's on the other side of that, because you're locked out of the seed right now. I'm still not sure what our progression is on the overall, to be honest, because we can't seem to find a way out of the segment we're in right now.
I believe in Saria. Guma on the medicine. Probably saw that hint on jkoper's side when I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know if he walked over there, but I don't. We've been all over the place with this one, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even remember
Tyvarius is heading north now. Is either heading to P3 or Saria. I can see either play for him right now.
That's right. It's Life in Mito.
And this is 3 for Ty as well, so we're not going to be seeing anything new from him yet. Cooper has not actually found Rudo yet in the northwest corner, so he might go up that way next, or he might choose to go through Saria next. I think one of the two is likely our next progression. I don't know if we can go north and east directly from P3 basic, well, slightly east and then north in P3 and get much of anywhere. Because I feel like we're missing a decent amount of the... We're missing the northeast corner of the map here on the west. We haven't been able to get over there yet. We are missing 2 palaces. We have to find a continental connector somewhere, and I think we're missing an item cave.
Yeah, we're missing Trophy Cave.
So those will have to be somewhere on this map. We just haven't found them. We have found all 4 towns at least, but we are still missing 3 major landmarks and a connector.
Wow, pretty big P3 here, kind of. I think we're gonna finally see the item here in this next room, or one more room on Koper's side here.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of this place. Alright, 31 fairy at Magic Force, pretty cheap.
Okay, so I think Koper doesn't have fast casting on. I think he just realized that. I do believe he's normally a fast caster user. This is a setting that is in the randomizer. He did just install the latest version today, which he would have had to reset those settings, and I think I saw him not be able to fast cast fairy there in that second door in the item room, and then he kind of was like, oh man, I don't have this on. So he's gonna have to bring up the start menu, the spell book, every single time he wants to cast a spell, which is the vanilla behavior of the game.
Yeah, that's a bit of an ouch for Koper. It's because we did have to update to 4.2.7 just because of a recently discovered game-breaking bug, and Koper installed that about 10 minutes before the race started. Yeah,
to be fair, my assessment could be wrong. I don't know exactly if jkoper is a fast caster or not, but I do believe he is. Most people
it would
are.
Makes sense. It would be a bit unusual if he wasn't. It's a minor thing, but it can add up. You know, a few seconds here, a few seconds there, and then just not having it ready when your muscle memory tells you do. Koper is going through Saria now, and that is a pass-through cave. Okay. North end of Saria in this tiny little pocket of land here between the mountains. And this should take him up to the northwest corner to that on the there's the other side of the lake next to Rudo. We've got a palace here in the northwest corner, and I think there might be, that's a continental PP in the northwest corner, okay, and there's a boulder blocked cave.
We're still fairy outstanding, so that could just be fairy cave, but it could be trophy cave as well, which we still haven't found. Or maybe we did find it, we just don't know, because we don't have the hammer.
Yeah, that's a dead end here. Okay, so... Oh, there's another palace. That is 6 next to the raft tile as well here in the northwest corner. I guess just everything's in the northwest corner. Okay, game.
Death Mountain?
That's Death Mountain?
Yeah, there was a little bit of... When you came out of Parappa Cave, there was a little bit to the east that you could look through. Oh, is it? Okay.
I just saw one on the side of the person, yeah. Okay, so I guess we might not need that northeast corner of the west. I guess we just need to go to the far northwest corner. Tyvarius has seen the rest of the things available on the west, so he will cross the other side of Saria once he gets here. So he gets out of 3, that is. Yeah,
so with the caldera biomes, you can't... If you're going to have another connector, if it's not a cave... then at this point it's going to be a bridge, and if there's a bridge, it can't be on the same side as the raft. So if there's a bridge, it will be on the opposite end of this caldera biome here. But then again, if there's no bridge, then we may just have a cave, or, dare I say that there's still that little bit of area on the western continent that jkoper has left behind, so something could be over there as well.
Yeah, we haven't 100 explored the western continent. I think the northeast corner's got something there, but we might need a continental connector to get there at the rate we're going. There's Breeze Repo for Ty.
Yeah, this has been a pretty long 3. He found the item, which was nothing, before finding the boss, so he had to come back in here again, and then go the one last way he just hadn't gone to find Rebo here.
jkoper just got that at DM. Back goes. But yeah, we did spot P6 right next to the raft pile as well, so that is potentially something they might need to go check out at some point here. But Koper's just gonna clear DM looking for his connectors.
Yeah, I would bet that Ty might actually clear 6. I think he might actually go into 6 here. Let's just pretend that it's like hammer and 6,
I could
trophy
see
cave
it
glove.
looking for that item on, looking for that hammer potentially, yeah, because it doesn't have to be trophy cave behind that boulder.
Right, I was just going to say that too. It could be fairy, and then trophy cave is just sitting open just east of Parappa as you exit.
Don't remember where Parappa Cave is. We're also missing the northeast corner of the west. It could be over there somewhere.
Parappa Cave is the transport after Saria here.
Right. My sense of directions is non-functional as ever today, so... Coper's still in DM. I'm not keeping track of where he's going beyond. I think he's still on the eastern side of the caldera.
Yeah, he's trying to get over to the coast, I think. He's coming back north for a moment, then I think he's going to try to head east.
That makes sense, looking for the coast to see if he's got a bridge on that side. There's Reflect for Ty. He does get a spec rock sighting here on the coast. Unfortunately, he can't get there because there's no caves going south. He does find a cave to Maze Island here with a really bright bright blue P2 right there. Jeez, that's loud.
We could only be so lucky if it's west, through Saria, through Parappa Cave, to the raft tile, through the DM caldera from one side to the other, to Maze Island, to the bridge, to the east. We would be blessed if such a continent connection were a thing. Oh, it's boots locked to the east out of side of Parappa there. So, okay. That's why jkoper did not go that direction.
Hey, right, that's what that was. That's the Rudo's on the other side of that lake.
Okay.
I lost my sense of direction. Yes, my sense of direction doesn't exist. Yeah, that's the lake that we saw earlier from Ty. I thought that we might need the Saria connector to get across to the other side of that lake because we saw Ty check Rudo, which Coper hasn't seen yet. Which is on the other side of the, earlier, and we saw a lake, and it's like, there might be something kind of that northwest corner, which there is, as it turns out. This entire thing.
Yeah, my apologies. What was that first drop on Maze Island? Completely missed that, and Coper hit it. Okay, cross. Oh, that makes sense. Just look at the tracker.
Yeah. I mean, where else would he have gotten it?
A church?
River in Maze Island is not helpful in the slightest, by the way. It's on the northern edge of the map. No, they have boots to make use of it, but that's a completely useless river.
Yeah, if we don't see a bridge here in the northwest corner of Maze Island, then our bridge is somewhere else.
Yeah. I still suspect we might have a continental connector getting us back to the northeast corner of the west, but I don't know for sure, because that is definitely no bridge in sight.
Yeah.
And in fact, that cave is the only way to Maze Island, so Coper has found our second item. So you can either choose to go dig this really color bright teal P2, or go do something that's not this. And I might go back to DM looking for the other connector, because now it's not here in Maze Island. Coper's seen every square of it.
We did just get the boots, so if there is there any water locking anything on the west that we know of? Nothing?
Just he'll found Rudo faster, I guess. I think that's about it.
Yeah, raft is on the northern side of the continent, so we can't have a bridge there either. As you can only have one bridge or raft on one side of a continent. You can't have both of them on the same side. Yeah,
they can't be on the same coast. There's a death for Ty. Ouch. He's still here looking through this rather colorful pink P6.
Yeah, there could be something here that he needs right now. There's nothing blocking us specifically. Hammer. But we don't know what's under.
It could be a connector cave underneath that boulder block rock here in this northwest corner of the map. Coper could find the camera here on his end. We did get a spec rock sighting from him earlier. It's on the eastern coast of Death Mountain, but there was no immediately obvious pasture caves going south. As I'm gonna try to not look at his scraper. That shade of teal's a little bright.
Yeah, I also wonder, where you first walk into Death Mountain, it sounded like I wasn't paying attention for a moment, but it seems like jkoper jumped into the middle of it very quickly into the caldera section.
he went to the caldera as fast as he could, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be another cave right over in that area somewhere. Might actually have been boots locked. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. It's possible. Because it looked like the eastern coast went straight up against the edge of the map, so I don't know if there's any water tiles you can actually walk on, because it might just be the edge of the map. But I'm not sure as far as it goes. And yes, this chat's commenting as well. The pallet shuffler was really nice to us in the first race. It's not so nice to us today. We do get a magic jar here, citing Ty taking a game over just before it. Ow, that hurts. And he decides I'm out of here. Good choice. He's seen the item, he's deciding I'm gonna just clear out. He sees it, that's a dead end to nowhere, and he's gonna probably take that raft tile.
We did just get an item pickup here in this palace in jkoper side. Didn't see what it was. Looked like a flute or hammer.
Neither of those are tracked. Medicine, thank you, chat, which needs tracking. Right,
yeah,
we got
everything
earlier. Done.
Okay.
Right, forgot that too.
Yeah, so P5. I wasn't sure whether we were in 5 or 2. I didn't see whether we stabbed the statue at the front. I'm sure we did, but I just wasn't watching. So much going on.
Oh, wait, I thought this was P2 in the maze. Apparently I mis-ID'd the statue. Whoops. That's on me. Brenton. Whoops. Okay, so this is actually P5. I somehow mis-ID'd as P2 earlier, and Ty is now in DM. The western coast of DM might be Bootslock somewhere, but if that is the case, we need to find Hammer Cave, who knows where for it, because it's not... We've seen both items in Maze Island. This exceedingly bright P5 has medicine, as previously hinted. And we've seen all the items we can get to on the west.
Again, have we seen Trophy Cave?
We have not, but I don't think we can physically get to our trophy cave wherever it is. I suspect it's in the northeast corner, potentially behind a continental connector. I don't think we can get there. Or it might be boulder blocked right next to that raft tile, and we don't have a hammer. But I think we've seen every square of the west we can presently access from our current connections and items. I might be wrong, and you can go east from Bruto for something, but Ty, I want to say Ty explored east of Bruto and got nowhere, so... I'm not, but we'll see. Because east of Start took you south, into the southeast corner, which is completely dead. We've seen the middle of the western side. The southwest corner we think is a connector cave is pretty much dead. There might be a connector cave down there to nowhere. And we've seen the northwest corner has the raft, Rudo, P6, and GP. And plus a boulder block key. We have not, as far as I can figure, seen the northeast corner of the west. I think that's where Trophy keeps hiding. How we're supposed to get there, I'm suspecting a continental connector cave from somewhere. That's for Ty. He does not look happy with himself. Yeah, attack 3 sucks again, and Ty is not having a fun time with it.
Yeah, I think he's about to hit a dead end here in this DM, but it might not be. There might be another cave up here. No.
That's a dead end.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like there's anything over on the west side of the caldera here. Ty has just cleared all of it as far as I can tell.
I think so, yeah. It looks like there's nothing on this side, so Hammer Cave's probably on the eastern side then.
Yeah, there's a little area north and south of where the Maze Island cave was. So there was one other cave going north from that Maze Island cave that jkoper popped his head into and then stepped out and then hit Maze Island. So if Ty decides to go up in that direction, it could yield something there.
It could. I trying painfully as he gets that ended again to get more experience for that 1020, which might be attack 4, I'm not sure. I have...
No, that...
jkoper is still looking for Guma here.
I'd say the 1020 is probably not attack because jkoper's on that 1020 level as well, and he's got attack 4.
Good point, yeah.
I think it's 9 something.
Am I changing his mind and going back through this cave again? Or a different route? Okay. Yeah, this P5 is being P5. I've got no idea where Coper's gone here because I don't want to look at his obnoxiously colorful palette for too long.
Okay, it's 12-10 for attack 4.
Okay, thanks, Patrick in chat.
Coper.
P5 is being P5 for Coper by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's looped back around to the item room there.
Yep. Alright. Tyvarius crossing the caldera now here, 32 minutes in.
Now, I think you have to go south before you can come back north to get... From the middle section as you get spit out of this caldera, I think you need to go south and then come back up north to get to the cave to Maze Island. I might be wrong on that. We'll see here in a second. I am not wrong on that. Okay, so you got to go south here and then come back around north. No glove for Coper. Got to ferry out of there.
Yeah.
And this is a great DM. I'm glad I get to sit in the audience and watch this get played.
Yeah, for sure. Chat can't see it. We can see both runners' face cams, and I has opinions about this DM and the seed in general. Coper's not as emotive.
Well, Ty is on his last life as well, so if he dies here, it's a game over. I think he might have picked up a 1-up.
It's his last life. I saw that a second ago.
Okay.
So he needs to not die. That fairy does help a bit.
Yeah, he'll see the cave to Maze Island in just a moment after he's out of here, and they'll just be able to up an A at P5 because the cave is right next to it.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the two caves right here. I think it's that one. And perfect. I think he's gonna try and see if he can't get 300 more experience. Was hoping for a magic jar probably there, because I think he wants that level. He is now also in this obnoxiously bright P5. I apologize, chat, for this on your eyes.
I wonder what's left of start there. I don't know if Coper's gone left at start immediately, because I think Coper's been in this room with the 4-tile jumps here. If Ty goes up, he gets the item room.
I don't know where Coper's been, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's been in these rooms already, so I'm gonna say it's left at start if he hasn't been there already.
It might be, yeah. At this point, Coper's been here for quite a bit. I've been trying to not look too long to look at Coper's screen for too long because shuffle is right. But yeah, as it stands though in this seed, Ty doesn't know this yet, but well, no, Ty knows this is P5 and there's a game over. Ouch. So does not unfortunately get the level which he was hoping to get. That hurts for him. But Ty knows this is P5, so he knows he won't get anything from here. He does need to... He's probably going to go look in Death Maze Island for the items once he leaves here, with or without the gem. Which will get him his cross and his boots, but we know that those don't get them much of anywhere, we think. And we still haven't figured out how to get to the east.
Yeah,
we know it's not on Maze Island. I think we're locked out of the west, so we need to go dig Death Mountain for a connector cave or two, I think.
Yeah, so left to start is just a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
So it is buried somewhere deeper in here as jkoper up an A's after another dead end. Oh, he's going to go left again. Yeah, no, he's not. Okay. He has seen that already.
And yeah, Ty knows the medicine is just life spell, which he would like, given how many deaths he's taken, but he doesn't need it.
I don't think Ty picked up the medicine. He went in the item room, killed the Iron Knuckle, got a 50 bag, and got out of there.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He decided he doesn't want to spend the time getting it, which is fair enough.
Coper back in the item room again here, I think. He already has the medicine, though. Maybe he was checking to see if this was a pass-through that he forgot about.
Maybe, but no.
Yeah, Coper got a hand on the head here. I think that might be a little bit confusion. Shake of the head, wondering, man, where didn't I go in this 5? Where is Guma?
Yeah, he's scratching his head here. He is a bit confused. He's been in here a while.
I will say, though, that this attack 3, if Ty finds Gooma on attack 3, this is going to be absolutely terrible. So, you know, thoughts and prayers to Ty if he finds Gooma. By no means do I say he can't do it. I'm just saying it's going to be terrible. Because it is an interesting play, though, because you know it's P5, you know you don't need the medicine out of here, and you know that Gooma's the boss, and you also know you're at this terrible attack 3. It's like, maybe I should just step out and go check to see what's on Maze Island. Maybe I should go check for Hammer Cave, because I already cleared the west side of the caldera, so I know that Hammer Cave has to be on the east side somewhere, and I'm right here, and I've got kind of a quick up and A reset right here on Maze Island as well, so I'm never too far away from a resetting point, a save point to reset and ensure I don't game over. So, you know, because there could be hearts on Maze Island as far as he knows. There isn't, but you know, again, he doesn't know that, so it would be worth maybe checking to make sure there are some hearts or Lizalfos to kill that might be, you know, dishing out 500 experience on the blue Lizalfos. I don't know how much they were giving. Kind of hard to see on Koper's side. I wasn't sure if he was getting any kills on Lizalfos or not, but yeah, there's a whole lot on Maze Island here that could very benefit Ty, and he's in potentially the worst place he could be right now.
Yeah. Okay, some of these enemies are also seriously blending into the background of this room for Ty.
I think Ty's on the right path here. I don't think we've seen jkoper come this way. There's an elevator up here on Ty's side. jkoper's been in these rooms several times already that he's shown us, all these rooms that we're seeing on jkoper's side.
I think his side is familiar, yeah. And, okay, another elevator.
More junctions. This is all new, though, as far as I know. Ty's seeing new stuff. So there must be one direction somewhere that jkoper has not seen, and he's right here, actually, at the same junction. So there's a way to meet up here.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not all new because now he's seeing the stuff jkoper's seeing. My God, this 5. They're both going to hate this. They're both going to hate all of this that's happening right now. And maybe jkoper is the answer. Oh, if there's not an answer, there's actually a glove block upstairs and left. So Gooma might actually just be behind the glove block.
Oh, that would actually make sense at the rate we're going.
Oh my God. Yeah, Ty's in that same room now again. Glove block on the far left side of this. He's going to go down and go right, and Koper's in that room. If he goes left, I don't know what's left. Okay. Nice jar pickup there. Going to be able to... Oh, doesn't want to despawn the door, though. I think that's where he just puts the hand on the head. There's some loud yelling, I believe, on his end about how he could have just despawned the door and not spent the key. Or maybe it was that he had a key. I don't know. Anyway, getting the jar out of that statue head despawns the door if you reset the room. That's the vanilla trick. Gotcha. Both of them side by side are in the same room.
Yep. Over just a couple seconds ahead of Ty as he heads into this room.
Yeah, this is an elevator down. I'm going to say if this isn't Gooma, he's behind the glove block.
I think so at this point.
There it is.
Nope, there he is.
Good luck to both of our runners.
Attack 3 and Attack 4, this is going to be fine.
I think jkoper just ate 3 hearts of damage, if not more than that. 3.5, possibly 4.
I think he had a slightly less than a full health bar when he came in. That's okay. Ty's got 2 lives still. Good. Koper dodging to not get O-code because he is in O-code mode here on his end. Yeah, that's 3 bars knocked off.
Yeah.
Just over 3, so that's 2 hit KO for Gooma today on life 5 with 5 hearts. Even the 6 hearts, I think, would still be 2 hit KO. That looks like it's just over 2 bars, and there's a death for Koper.
Oof.
And 1 for Ty. Oof.
Gooma doing what he does.
Yep.
I just have to say, you know, I have the luxury of sitting here in the Skybox commentary booth here at the ZSR Arena, but man, this is the least enticing play I see on the table at the moment. I mean, 6 is much more fun for me. Hammer Cave is out there. jkoper's obviously seen the items in Maze Island, but Ty has not. You know,
Oh, that's a game over for Coper, who decides I'm out of here. Good choice.
Yeah, I mean, we even know the item in 5 is just nonsense. I mean, jkoper might have not gotten the hint, which is why he picked up the medicine. He might actually just want the life spell regardless. I'm not 100% sure what he did in Meta when he was there other than downstab. But we know Ty knows it's life. He doesn't want it. And, oh, there's a bridge. There it is.
There's
just
the
north.
bridge, finally. Gonna check Hammer Cave right next to the bridge. Alright, we finally found our progression. Wahoo!
And that's another game over for Ty on Guma. That's, man. Yeah. Ty had caught up in position, and jkoper was in 5, wasting some time. And lo and behold, Ty jumps in and does the same play. And I know that jkoper probably doesn't feel like his opponent did that, but he did. And now they're kind of neck and neck, other than the items on Maze Island that Ty needs to find real fast here.
Yeah, the other one I think the boots are up near the northwest corner, so it'll be a minute before Ty finds them.
Yeah.
But once he's done that, he's gonna go back to Death Mountain and find that. Should hopefully find that bridge pretty quickly. Coper here in Hammer Cave, gonna pick up the item. And then we'll see where that bridge goes.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no real easy way to right way this Maze Island, being as the 2 items are just they're really far apart from each other.
Yeah. Alright, item in Hammer Cave is a teabag. Thanks. Not helpful.
Yeah, how far? 43 minutes. Wow. This is a long time to find the eastern biome here. I'm sure neither one of our runners feel amazing, but they're really not that far away from each other. Neither one of them are.
Yeah, they just have to find the thing.
It would be funny if...
Yeah,
it would be funny if the thing was in 6, like if the glove was in 6 or something, or maybe it's Child Thunder or something in the seed and the child's in 6. I don't know. You know, something that's going to force them back through the biome, because technically they could have cleared 5 and then cleared, well, yeah, because they have Reflect. They could have cleared 5 and then cleared all of the east and then come back to the west and done 6 in GP and been done with it. But at this point, if there's something child blocked and the child is on the west, or the child is in 6 or something, or even if the child's in 5, there's a little bit of backtracking that needs to be done. And if they need to go back through that west takes a little bit of time to get through, to get all the way back to the east again.
Yeah, alright, there's the east, by the way, for Coper, who is now in a much easier on the ISP2. So it does look like it's another mountainous biome through on the east, so we're in for more fun.
Oh, good.
And there's the boots for Ty. It looks like we did start with, since this was a bridge, we do have a more concrete point of reference, and that we did start on the western coast. It looked like we were in about the middle of the western coast. So we at least have a point of reference as to where we are relative to everything.
Yeah,
but now yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to make a joke, say Western Coast very far from the Eastern Coast if we need anything over there, so just more walking.
Yeah, that is true. And Ty did decide to up A out of the Booze Cave there. I'm not honestly sure it's faster, but it's okay.
Maybe he's got his eyes on this lake up north, even though it sounds like it's just the other side of Rudo.
It's just the other side of Rudo, yeah, I think he knows it too. Maybe he was thinking about the northeast corner, which we still can't get to, and I suspect is Connector Cave locked, but because we are technically missing Trophy Cave, so Trophy Cave could just be boulder block there. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, so P6 had a jar in it? A magic jar? Okay, it must have been a
we did, because remember Tyvarius saw it and then game over right next to it. I forgot about that.
Okay, good. So nothing in 6 then. Coper dipped out of 6, so lucky for him there's nothing there. Yeah, so Hammer Cave being... Hammer Cave being empty, so that leads us just east, to just go east and do your thing, and that's where jkoper's at right now.
Yep, go east, clear your palaces, see if you can't find a glove. Okay, Ty is gonna head back across the lake. It's the northern coast, which goes pretty much nowhere. Here's Rudo, yep.
Okay.
And yeah, Ty, you saw that like 20 minutes ago.
Was it Trophy Shield today?
Correct.
Okay, well, did we get a hint for the trophy anywhere? Because we're not getting a life spell.
Ty did not go for the hint, and Cooper hasn't had a Ludo.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that jkoper was definitely a fast caster before this has left that option off, because he keeps walking into these doors and then having to bring up the menu again.
I think so, yeah, bit of a match.
That's really rough. It seems like such a small thing, but when you're so used to just being able to fast cast and just hit the select button instead of bringing up the spellbook every single time, you feel it every moment that you have to cast a spell.
Yeah, okay, Helmet Head, not too bad to find today. Seemed like he was, well, not like in the first couple rooms, but reasonably early. P2 can be pretty nasty sometimes, and Cooper takes death.
Okay, so we're back in 6 for Ty. Looking for the dragon here, then.
While he's here, I guess, clearing it out. Hoping for a level perhaps off it as well, because he's still stuck on attack 3, which really isn't doing him any favors.
Funny enough, the drop room leads right to itself. He's going to take the drop.
I was going to say, that looks familiar.
Oh no! It's all one giant loop. It's a giant dead end here. Oh my god! That's incredible.
It really is. That's quite something.
Oh, did I just see? Ellen there just went D&D, or he just went offline on Discord to avoid any messages later. These palaces, I tell you.
These. These have been quite some palaces, yeah.
Yeah, so Helmet Head down here gets the gem placed, and you gotta be looking for the item. We don't know what's in 2. I don't believe we know what's in 2.
I don't think I've ever seen it, no.
Wow, does this
and Eleanor's kind of just lying down.
Lying down from all the bullet fire, the bullet spray of bullets that Ty's gonna be shooting his way after this. What is this 6?
Oh, Ty definitely has opinions on this scene.
Yeah, we'll see if Cooper has as much trouble in this 6. This 6 seems a little trolly.
Yeah. Ty pointing down is like, yep, okay, we're going here. Cooper's still looking for the item here in 2. 22 magic, by the way. Magic 5 is or 22 fairy is pretty nice at Magic 5.
Yeah. Up glove block in 6. We could have a glove blocked dragon.
I think Ty saw that glove block his first trip in here.
Okay.
Forgotten.
Yeah, you might be right. That it seems somewhat familiar. That's right, because he was in this room. He got trolled twice by the jumping enemies. He got trolled by this blue Staffos and then the Doom Knocker as well. They both jumped on him, and then he died in this next room, I think is what it was.
Heart
yeah, that's right.
Here. Yeah, that's what it was. Heart container for Cooper, which he'll take, but that is out of here for him, and he's heading south. Apparently we're further south than I thought, because that looks like the southwest corner, and Ty, yeah, this is where he came over to right next to that magic jar.
Oh, almost got trolled again by the blue Staffles jumping up. He got a sliver of health left.
Yeah, just that extra bit of health making a difference as we're back on DM. Right next to Spec Rock.
Look at that Spec Rock just blocked all by itself there.
That is quite a location. And, oh great, we've now got a pretty open area here in this mountainous east, so I guess I was wrong on the trophy case, probably just boulder block then, and my sense of direction's terrible for the west. Never mind me. Not that we necessarily need it unless that glove is there, and then we have to figure where the hammer's at. We do have a town here, kind of in the southeast part of the map, which is Old Kasuto with thunder in it.
Alright,
So
well, no need
thunder,
for child.
nice.
No need to rescue. Although I guess it may be Jump. Jump still might be out there in a few towns. So still.
It's Nibiru, Daruni, or Nukasuda for Jump.
Yeah. Still could be free.
And he's going to head on further east here. Should be the southeast corner. By the looks of it.
Oh,
and that's a dead end for Ty. I think that's a glove block in 6.
Wow. Yeah,
Not
that's
too happy about that.
That's one of those digs that you do, and you end up clearing the whole palace, and the boss is one room behind a glove block.
Yeah, spell and is in the brewer here for jkoper. And now it's time for Ty to go all the way back through the end.
Yeah, Ty's going through this connection here. It's gonna lead him to a dead end, unfortunately.
Yep. And straight back around he goes.
Yeah, little does he know he was one pass-through cave north away from both Hammer Cave, which was just 500 points, and the bridge to the east there.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a rough seed for Ty here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, finding the dragon, killing the dragon, that would have been nice payout for some levels. He's still at attack 3, 53 minutes into the seed, which is
he's just
a
not
sign
been
of...
able to get that 10-20 with all the deaths he's taking. In
No,
part because attack 3 is complete garbage, unfortunately.
Yeah, he needs 12-10, we confirmed, was attack 4, actually. So beyond the 10-20.
It's a red rock sighting for jkoper, uh-oh.
Oh, okay. It could be anything in this flag set. I didn't mention this early on. We did in the previous race, though, where Three-Eyed Rock and the Forest Tile, if they're even present on the map, and we do see a Three-Eyed Rock here, they're going to be hiding any location on the east other than a pass-through. So there's so many locations on the east that could really be shuffled underneath there. It's not necessarily going to be a palace or a town, but it could be a palace or a town in this case. If we see all the palaces, it won't be a palace. If we see all the towns, it won't be a town. And right now we're in one of the item caves.
Yeah, but we'll find out through Red Rock, or we won't, and find everything before we have to find out. Get a flute. Let's see, there's a hammer for jkoper, so that's good.
Yeah, I guess to finish that previous thought is that when we move to brackets, if we see a Three-Eyed Rock or a Forest Tile, it will 100% be a palace or Nukasudo. Palace under Three-Eyed Rock or Nukasudo under the Forest Tile, 100% if we see it in brackets. Yeah. 5 weeks from now, that is.
Yeah, and Ty going through the dead end again, I think he forgot where he went the first time.
Yeah, it's possible. He did so many caves early on, or maybe he just hadn't gone up there first. He's still looking for Hammer Cave.
I think he went that way the first time, but maybe not. As mentioned on the previous race, mapping is important, everyone. Otherwise, you do things like this. Okay, so this is the northwest corner of the map explored, or northeast, sorry, of the east explored for jkoper, and he needs to head back west again. We've got ourselves another town here, just kind of out in the middle of things, which is Nukasudo with fire.
Oh, she wants 7. Grandma wants
we're
7.
Not getting that.
It'd be
jkoper doesn't have that jar from P6.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see if...
Oh, that hurts for Ty. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, it'd be interesting to see if Ty can capitalize on that 7th container. I mean, there's still one more out there wherever it is. jkoper will still be able to find it without having to go back to 6, but it could also be in the basement itself. It could be magic block magic, so not
or
super...
Or it could be glove in that basement, and then last magic jar's glove block in one of our... in P1, I guess, is our remaining item we haven't seen there. Unlikely, but, you know. Alright, and Ty's going north now. This is good for him. Full tower though for jkoper. Let's see what this is. Blue would be pretty convenient here for him because Red Rock is right next door. And nope, there's our glove.
Yeah, unless there's something in that basement behind 7 containers, jkoper has a good lead right now.
And the only thing that could be in the basement he needs is basically the flute for Three-Eyed Rock if one of our palaces is underneath it. Because we've seen 2 P2 in the east. We haven't seen... We know one of our... We are still missing P1 and P4. One of them's in the Valley of Death, which I'm not actually sure where that's at, but we'll find it eventually, and I don't know where the other is, because Cobra's not explored the entirety of the east yet. This currently... Okay, there's our Valley of Death entrance, and that's also Darunia.
Yeah, we do have a Darunia jump, it seems.
Yep.
Gonna leave the child behind, though. Unless fire is something. I don't know if we got a fire check.
Don't think so. Cobra deciding he doesn't want to go into the Valley of Death just yet. He's gonna head back west, find Desert Tile here. Spell Lucky Fire, thank you, chat. Yeah, Cobra might be in go mode if Thread Rock is nothing. He's currently just looking for his last palace, as there's the flute.
Ty has left the building.
Ty has actually left the building, yes. He did not say anything in race time, so I guess it might have been a bathroom break or something.
He's so disappointed with a 500-point bag in Hammer Cave. He is just... He's white girling it right now. He can't even. He so can't even.
Ty is literally not on his face cameras.
What was under Spec Rock? I'm sorry. We saw the check on jkoper's side, and I didn't see what was under there.
I totally spazzed it too. Chat?
Red jar under Three-Eyed Rock there. So we do have another palace out here somewhere.
Yep. Heart container, thanks, JLo. Spec Rock. And Ty's back.
Well, Ty...
Tech Magic 5, and yeah.
I don't know. Ty does have a little statement written underneath his camera. It says, "This is a race, don't be dumb." I don't know if that's a reminder to himself or if it's a reminder to chat to not be dumb.
Probably both.
I mean, this is one of those, from Ty's perspective, it really looks like he has just made like every wrong choice. He was very close to jkoper on Maze Island, but from that P5 dive, which was unsuccessful, then ultimately going back to the west, going to P6, which was unable to be done without the glove, it looks like. And so this has really set him much further back, having to go back through that DM again, many caves in DM to be traversed in order to get to the east, which he's not even seen just yet, although he's right there. He's about to leave Hammer Cave and just hit the east now.
Yep. And there we are. Cooper is going to go through the Valley of Death and then go figure out where the heck the remaining palace is after that, as Ty is now in 2. He's gonna... not Rainbow. Helmet has pretty quick. I don't remember... Heart container was kind of buried, I think, for Cooper.
Yeah, just being a heart, it's not going to be... Like, this is something that Ty could dip out on.
If he does that, just deciding maybe I'm behind, I should go to something else, looking for the easy overworld items, he could get some time back. I don't know if he will.
Yeah, it's just so enticing. I mean, even the Hammer Cave dig right there, I mean, I don't blame it one bit. I would have probably done it myself because it's so far in that I probably wouldn't have wanted to have to redo it later. Why skip it now? You do it, it's just a pee bag. There could have been time saved there, but he has no idea that that's the case. You know, these are just things you do in order as you see them, and there's been a lot of unrewarding checks along the way for him.
Yeah, for sure. And this is, I totally missed which palace this is for Cooper. It's either 1 or 4, but I don't know which, because I did not remember to look at the entrance. Whoops!
And honestly, they have the same pillars.
Yeah, that's the other problem, same pillars. Thanks, Homeworker or Checker confirming P1. Thank you. Homeworker, not homemade beer, because I...
Indeed.
Earlier.
Oh, we got a glove fairy block here. Okay, he's got both, though, so no big deal.
Yeah, he's fine. The glove itself isn't too hard to find here in the east. It's just in Spell Tower and Spells in the Brewer, which I should hopefully pick up, but let's see.
The other thing from Ty's perspective is that with the... well, here's the item room in 1. Hold on.
There's a ending key. That's nice.
Yeah, I was going to say from Ty's perspective, it's I almost wonder if he was considering not even going into P2 because of P5 being the way that it was, P6 being glove blocked, and then still not having anything above attack 3, which we know is kind of bad. And so it might have been more worth his time to just kind of clear the overworld on the east and see what could be done. Then again, it looks like it's not a very kind mountainous layout, so this is the correct play from his as we know from our perspective for him.
Yeah, I don't know if this is especially unkind of the... I think that, unlike the Western continent, which was kind of linear, the Eastern continent, I think, is a little too open-ended. You can go pretty much anywhere in some ways.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was just I wasn't sure if...
a big open area in the middle of the map, like just east of the connector cave, so you've got a few options to go there.
Okay,
Which might be a bit of an issue. Like there's just a lot to do on this continent too. Like you've got several items to pick up. He's got to find that glove. He needs to find his item. He needs to find Thunder. He wants to find his palaces. We still haven't seen P4, which is here somewhere on the east. And Coper's going to go look for that now. Coper has to get back out of the Valley of Death, go find P4 and beat it, and then probably just connect the connector cave back to Death Mountain, go back to Maze Island, go back through P5, and then go back to the west and beat P6 and GP in that order. And I don't honestly know where this P4 is.
I mean,
we've seen a decent amount of the southern part of the map. I don't know how much of the northern end we've seen.
We've got some pass-through caves that we have unchecked.
That too. There might be a segment somewhere up north locked behind a pass-through. He is back at the valley mostly now, unless I counter here. As I see that. Or coming in. And it's P2 down for Tyvarius. Is gonna finally get its attack 4.
Yeah, that is finally a nice 63 minutes in, attack 4 pickup. You know this has been a rough seed.
Yeah.
Oh, there's P4 right there.
Oh, never mind. Alrighty then. That's so dark I had Cobra screwed I can't even tell what color that is.
A nice army green.
Probably, in reality. It's just that because Cobra plays on console, it's practically black. But that is going to be that is Cooper confirmed, though we pretty much already knew it already, that he is in go mode. He just needs to go beat his remaining palaces and get to GP. Ty is decently behind, unfortunately. He's got a lot to do here on the east.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of walking around to do, and like you said here, it does wrap around. He's going to do 4 right now.
I mean, while he's here, since it's the first thing he finds, as I said, this is a relatively open-ended mountainous biome in the middle of things here, so there's a few directions you can go in.
Yeah, the unfortunate side effect here is that Coper already has the glove coming into 1 and 4. Oh, there's a glove block right here for Ty, jeez.
No.
Well, he might be blocked out of Karak here as well. I was going to say, even if you could reach Karak and he doesn't find the item first, he might go back in looking for the item, thinking, I need the glove, I need the glove. Glove is just sitting on the outside.
Yeah, it's in, where was that again? It was,
Spell Tower, yeah.
The returns to P5 and P6 are going to be interesting, yeah, because,
yeah, well,
Ty spent a lot of time in 6.
Yeah, if he remembers where to go in 6, he's going to be able to make up some time there, potentially.
He has seen that glove block twice. Maybe that'll get it to stick. Yeah, we do think it was that one glove block that locks Barba, mostly because Ty saw everything else twice.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping that Karak is accessible and that Ty kills the boss and then just leaves on a gamble, yeah.
That could be helpful, because Coper having a glove could just be sending him down everywhere else, as that's not the right way.
Yeah, Coper's actually one room behind Ty at the moment, but there's still some other lefts that are unexplored.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the glove block wasn't necessary. Although here we go, we've kind of looped around to the one side of this left that I mentioned just a moment ago. This is going to be a loop.
Ty heading up left and Coper heading up right there. So, and...
Yeah,
no,
Ty...
that's not it for Coper.
Yeah, Coper's going to head back to the start of the palace going this direction because this is where Ty came from initially. So Ty looks like he's probably on the right path. Here's the item. So that's good to find behind before the boss.
It was a red jar, I believe, actually. Someone saw a hint earlier. Yeah.
That's true. That is true. We did see the hint, but it's possible that we've all forgotten about it.
Ty giving a middle finger suggests he either didn't get or forgot the hint.
Yeah.
Ty is definitely having opinions. Oh, well, never mind that for Ty.
I wonder if Ty thinks... Okay, so maybe it is... No. It can't... That glove block is not going to be... It can't be... Coper went through the glove block, and then he somehow looped around to where Ty was, so...
I don't know.
Okay, Ty must feel that he's got another path. I feel he has another path as well. He's going back this direction.
Yeah.
Because there must be a way to loop back around to where Coper was behind that glove block then. Unless Coper up and aided, I completely missed it, and he up and aided and just went left at start. But I don't think that's the case because he looped back around to start going right.
I don't think so. Okay, we're back to this room again. Yep.
Maybe there's a junction over here that I've forgotten about going right. I don't... Oh.
And we got this room, and...
Okay. Yeah, this is new.
Okay, this is new.
Yeah, Coper gonna take potentially the long path back to where Ty is at now. Left was a little bit quicker as far as I can tell. And here's Kara.
And that's it. All right.
Nice.
So that is going to be P4 down for Ty, which is good.
Yeah, he needs...
Briefly going to be tied in terms of gems, but he's got a lot more to do.
Where did we see New Kasuda? Was it just south of...
Southeast is what my notes say. It's kind of down at the southern edge of the map, kind of east-ish. Not southeast corner, just kind of south and vaguely east, I guess. He needs to, I think, head basically south as far as he can go and then head east from here, I think.
Because he's going to see Death Valley, he's going to see Darunia, he's going to see, was that
Red
Old
Rock is in
Kasudo?
that general area. Old Kasudo is there, yes. Oh no,
Yeah.
Old Kasudo's down further south, never mind.
They both forgot to turn fast casting back on. That's too funny. That's unfortunate, but also amusing.
Yeah. Yeah, Ty needs to find Spell first, which is in the Naburu's. Oh wait, New Kasudo's in the middle of the map. It's Naburu that's in the southeast, according to my monkey notes.
Don't do it, Ty. Oh, he could have saved time there. This could have been a time save. We'll see what's in the basement.
I get it though for Ty, because he's looking for a number of things, and that's a trophy he doesn't need.
Shield spell, if he wants it, it's not too far away from where GP and 6 are at. He could just take the boots over there, yeah.
Coper never found Bruto, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he ever went to the other side of that lake. Oh, fire is spell, right. That's a good point from chat. He can just do that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is going to be a huge time save. Get the glove. He's done 2, he's done 4, he's going to go in and do 1. He's going to be not that far behind Coper, although level-wise, a little bit.
Okay,
just
Kai
slightly.
is going to go try fire spell, which is good. Yeah, Kai is still behind, but it's not given.
We've been misled.
Okay,
Fire's not
chat's
spell.
wrong. Never mind. That clearly did not.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what check we got on jkoper said when he had it.
I haven't the slightest idea. I tried it as well. It wasn't jump, I don't think.
Is it thunder?
Shield. It might be thunder, actually, which would work for. I mean, well, Ty's gonna. Well, Old Kasuda's in the south middle of the map, according to my wacky notes.
I think jkoper's gonna. I think he's gonna walk it back to Maze Island here and not up in A.
I think it's the fastest way there, because
Absolutely.
otherwise you're walking back to the caldera. This is faster. Yeah, Fire Thunder. We can see it now from Ty.
Okay, well that's pretty big.
This is the route here for him, which is just jump. So he's just gonna get up, stab, and leave probably. As here's. Alright, back to this obnoxiously bright 5 for Cooper. They did both find Guma earlier, and they both had a really bad day with it. Hopefully it goes a bit better this time.
Yeah, this is gonna be having this double dip for Ty for this glove out of Spell Tower. This could be what really sends him. If he goes into Death Valley to do 1, he's gonna be looking for the item in there. If he finds the item caves, he's gonna be looking for if it's the glove in there. You know, and we just know it's Spell Tower, but it's still got to get the spell, come back to New Kasudo, do 3 screens into the Spell Tower, out of the Spell Tower, 3 screens out of town. It's quite a walk, unless it's like the last thing he checks after Palaces. On the east here.
Yeah, because we do know that none of the east already was peace. Let's see, I'm being it because I don't remember. I don't know if P1 was glove locked.
I don't remember either. I want to say no.
Same here, but I don't honestly remember it.
I think at this point...
it is true that Ty doesn't need to find Old Kasudo, which is helpful at least, because that was where Thunder was, but... it's also not the biggest... some minor time save, potentially. Go ahead.
Unless Ty accidentally gets some time saves here by just getting the spell and then going right back to do the Spell Tower check, the only real place that he can knowingly make some time saves is going to be P6, I think. Just because he knows where that glove block is.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ty, New Kasudo and Naburu, which is where the spell is, are basically nowhere near each other. So it's not likely it's going to be something he's going to rush. He's going to do other checks on the way over.
Cooper
trying to remember where was Gooba again?
Yeah, has forgotten a little bit of the path here.
Because it has been a good, half hour since he was last in here?
Yeah, about that, because it was 40-something minutes, 43 minutes before we even stepped a foot on the east on Cooper's side. And he was first there.
Yeah, this is one of the challenges to Z2R, is if you dip a palace early and then have to leave for whatever reason and come back, can you remember where you went the first time?
Yeah, and
Cooper is redoing P5 here, and that is type loss for him.
It's super rough if you do that and it's a bigger palace like this.
Yeah.
Alright, Cooper saying no to that.
Because it looks like Cooper is practically re-exploring all of this 5 at the rate he's going as to get the indie key for Ty.
Yeah, 5 did his head in the first time. Ty saved a little bit of time, I'd say, in here. Cooper was all over the place in this 5. But I'm sure, since he's already been in here, something's going to jog his memory, and he's going to be like, okay, yeah, we're going this way. And it is this way, because this is the glove block on the left, and he needs to just go down, and one of these directions will take him to Guma.
Yeah. And yeah, because Ty definitely did 5 the first time faster, because he got into 5 later than Cooper did, but they were both on Guma at the same time. This pillar room, I think, is the way for Ty, by the way, in 1.
Yeah, now he's just going to lay into Fire Thundercast because of that magic key.
He doesn't have to worry about Fairy anymore, yeah. And no, Ty definitely has Fast Cast on with that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Good eye.
Not at first, so good eye to him.
Well, Guma's down finally, right into the lava for Ty. I don't think he needed Fairy in that room, so
yeah, that's fine. Or he's just gonna ban there entirely. Okay, Copra 7-5. He's gonna take life 7 and get out of here. Just the 5, 6, 7, not your typical levels for Cooper, but this was not the kind of seed where you could power level. Not with how much everything was going on here. The Cooper's gonna head back north, head back up through Saria. I think it's slightly faster to go by Rudo and then walk across the lake, and I think Cobra's gonna finally find that out here an hour and 17 minutes in. He's gonna finally find his last town on the west.
Trophy Cave at this point has to be that 8th magic container.
I think it does, yes. Yeah, the early caves in this seed were horrendously bad, so the runners are glad they didn't. There was no power leveling to be had.
Yeah, we had the Dyra's worth some experience points, but they were tough to kill, so really wasn't something you were grinding on in the early game. No real big bags that we saw from like small enemy drops or anything like that. Nothing else was really all that rewarding to kill. So yeah, it kept us pretty low in attack levels and other levels along the way, and having to get fairy castable and get some life levels to survive all those Dyras required that experience that we did have to be spread across all of our levels today.
Yeah. It was more or less a get the level when you can seed. But we are now back into 6 for Cooper. This is his first real trip in here. He stuck his head and saw it was 6 and left for Death Mountain immediately, so he hasn't seen anything in here.
Yeah, so now Ty God routes the east. I will say he will have a chance here. I mean, to be fair, we have no idea what's going to happen in GP. GP might be really bad for Cooper. He might have a really, really bad time in GP. And, that would be something that Ty absolutely needs to happen. So, or he could have a really, really bad time in 6 here. Maybe he last locations Barba, spends 10 minutes in here finding the dragon, and then game overs on the dragon and kind of forgets how things like this happen. It's probably not going to happen, but it's possible.
Yeah. No, there's a child for Ty. He's gonna just turn right around. He does not want jump. And that, of course, you talk about 6, but that, of course, assumes Ty remembers how he routed 6, however long ago that was.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he has to, if he wants to make up the time in there. If he has to just redo all of 6 as if he forgot the route, then, that's gonna hurt him quite a bit.
Alright, so now we need to see out where does he go to route this east. Because he needs the spell from Nukasudo, which on my notes, or not Nukasudo, he needs a spell, Naburu, which is in the southeast corner, according to my notes. It should be this town right here. He then needs to go back to Nukasudo, which is over near the Valley of Death, to pick up his glove, so you can go back to P6 and beat that, and he also needs to dig P5.
I think he's missing Risen P-Back Cave as well.
I think that's in the northwest corner, yes. Cobra got something or another out of there. Flute, maybe?
Flute came from Desert Tile. Probably Hammer. Yeah, so that would save a few checks and a little bit of walking on Ty's side. He's still got 5 to do, though. Forget about 5. I forgot all about 5. Yeah, this is rough.
5, it's gonna take him a while to get back to Guma, even if he remembers the right way, as Cobra's gonna find out these drops just loop. Cobra's shaking his head when he sees this.
He tried to land it, and he missed the landing the first time through there.
Yeah, Cobra's gonna find out this entire thing goes. Not a whole lot of anywhere, and he's gonna get at.
Well, what's funny is that we had a P6 in a seat of the week, I don't know, month and a half ago or something, and it had several of those particular drop rooms. They had 4 of those copies throughout the palace, and it was such a layout that messed with your mind to where it was really fun to see that, but it was very confusing.
Oh, good. Ty's going straight for his glove, so this is good for him.
Yes. Hopefully he walks it back to 5 as well.
I'd be surprised if he didn't, given how long it would take him to get back to DM. But then again, sometimes just go there with map with overworld routing like that. The 3 screens does hurt, though. Koper is still very much exploring the 6. We know that Ty bailed out of here a good while ago, and we think we're fairly sure he got glove blocked out of it, because we'll see how Koper routes this. There is a magic jar in here. I don't think he picked that up, not that he needs it.
Yeah, I don't recall the path through 6. Well, this is the glove block.
This is the glove block, yeah.
Oh, Koper's not going to take it.
No, he's going to head left first. And Ty's heading back to the maze to Death Mountain now.
Yeah, next room over for Koper is going to be the item room here.
Ty checking the wrong connector first and then realized, wait, no, I don't need spec rock, let's get out of here. And here's the magic jar for Koper, he'll pick that up. Brief moment for Ty trying to remember which way do I go again to get back there. Yep, this is it. Using Fire Thunder with impunity to clear the enemies. Alright, now let's see, does Ty remember how to get to Gooba?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk regardless. It seems like it's not that much of a walk in P6 to get to Barba, because Koper found a few areas that were not useful, but then found that glove block. Again, skipped it for now, but he'll be back eventually.
Yeah, he might do everything else in the palace before he gets back there.
That's true.
But he will get there. Because Koper seems to be doing everything that's not that, because this looks all familiar from Ty's side.
Both of our runners forgetting that the immediate left in, or the left in P5 was an immediate dead end there. They both did it when they came back in the second time.
Yeah. So, not a good sign for Ty remembering how to get back to Guma, but we'll see. And that's the Koper.
Oh, he's going to up an A. Okay, instead of walk it back. Maybe it is faster to get to that glove block room, or maybe he feels he's got another direction to the right here that he hasn't seen.
Possible. Yeah, this scene is pretty terrible too. There are 85 minutes and still 2 dungeons to do. It's P5 and P6 too, both of which are infinitely long today.
Yeah, they were. They really had bosses in not super friendly locations, and unfortunately, there's just so many rooms in 5 and 6. You know, there's a big movement on Twitter, hashtag reduce the amount of rooms or normalize the rooms. Hashtag normalize the room count. There you go, kids.
Ty definitely trying to remember, how did I get to Goomba the first time again? Because it has been 50 minutes for him, so I don't blame him. It just feels...
Yeah.
Like 40 to 50 minutes. Oh, like maybe close to 40 minutes, but it's been a hot minute since he was last here.
And even then, I think it was ultimately both of them ended up last locationing Guma, having seen so much of the palace, and so, yeah. Coper gonna
I
go
think
through this
Ty
glove
may
block
be
now.
slightly less of a last location just because he got into 5 after Coper and got out around, and they found Goob about the same time, but that doesn't necessarily help him if he's doing rooms he didn't see the first trip.
I don't like this drop on Coper's side. I would have gone left first. Does this take us to a room we've seen already? I believe so.
This looks like one I've seen already, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. There's no door here, so he's already opened this up. So this is definitely a room he has seen. It was left in that glove block room, not down the drop.
Yeah, I am very surprised Coper dropped. Chris would be proud of this P5? Yes, she would. And I think, yeah. Is Ty going the right way?
I think he needs
a thumbs up to the camera, but I don't know what that means in reality.
No, he needs to go one of these lefts in this 4-way here. He's going to go right, and this is going to lead him back to other parts of 5.
Yeah. And this hurts for Ty. I get it too. It just feels bad when you forget where you went the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, he's going back left. Good.
And this is the cause for concern of jumping into these bigger palaces early on. If you can't finish them, you had better remember how to get back to these bosses if you need to make a second dive into them.
Yeah, because
it's
otherwise,
tough.
if you're back here 40 minutes later, 50 minutes later, even an hour later sometimes, it can be hard.
I mean,
yeah, this seat's kind of a miserable one.
Yeah, I mean, the clock is the same for both runners, right? So Ty is in the right room now. He's need to go down and left, but they're both seeing 87 minutes, and neither one of them have finished yet. So they must feel like, well, my opponent must be getting trolled. Either the clock is about, they're about to finish, or we're both getting trolled pretty hard here.
Yeah, because you have to know something's up. Coper heading left now, that's good.
Wow, still not an... Oh, it is an elevator room. I'm sorry.
Okay, this should hopefully be the dragon, because I'm not sure there's many rooms left in this P6. Convenient char, and there we go, finally.
Now, best thing for Ty here is that jkoper game overs on this dragon to give him time. Now he's on Guma. Probably not going to happen with this attack level. It's kind of cutting through the dragon.
So. I don't even know what life Coper's on. It is Fire Thunder, yeah. Speaking of, we can track Thunder for Ty, because he has it functionally.
Yeah, easy dragon there.
Yep, nice and easy for Coper. What is this 2270 for Ty, by the way?
That could be attack 5. I believe it is attack 5.
It is, because he needs it. Also gonna... Oh, that one hurts. Okay, still has 3 lives left, picked up one up from somewhere, so he's fine.
Sub 90 GP entry hype for jkoper here.
Just barely sub 90, yeah, like a 129.12, I think. Yeah, Fire Thunder is like the only convenience in this scene. This one's been ugly. Can't see a thing. It's blackout mode again for Coper here in GP.
GP after dark.
Check it out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's a 50-50 jar in that block.
And he got the wrong end of the 50-50.
Ty about to seal the deal.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to comp curse him. There we go. Finally made that blackout setting happen. Lil Alan. T-Bird is guaranteed to be down the path in these settings, yes, Rich? But yeah, jkoper does play on console, and it's an unmodded one, so it's really quite dark. We noticed this in P1, which was a similarly shaded. Houses 1 and 4 were also pretty dark green, because I think this is actually a darker green color. Not even necessarily super dark, just dark enough that it appears borderline black on Coper's screen. Particularly the waffle bricks, which are almost completely black on his especially because I also have contrast turned down low on my own monitor, which doesn't help, admittedly.
Yeah, just to be clear, it's just simply a capture thing. jkoper's seeing the game just fine on his own CRT.
Yeah, it's just on our end. It's just that when with the capture, it's pitch black.
Koper did get a nice slow motion stab into a blue bird back there in the elevator down 2 rooms back. It was nice to see that. It's a close call. He almost, talk about close calls. Ty confused. Looks like he's asking, do I really need to do P6 or can I just walk into GP at this point?
Yes. No, sadly, Ty, you do have to go back to P6 and see if you remember how to get back to that glove lock.
Yeah.
I need Arkham to be a cave while I reign here.
All right, well, we have 2 lefts on Koper's side that are unexplored currently. Possibly more coming up here as we have another junction. Or, there it is, that's a loop. Okay, so it's the first left that jkoper saw was actually the correct direction. All of this is a big loop over here, or loop slash dead end.
Oops, yeah. Alright, and here's Ty getting back to 6.
Yeah, I mean, if Thunderbird's deeper in, and Ty finds this dragon very quickly, he'll be in GP with jkoper, but jkoper's going to have quite a lead in here. And if Ty takes that first right at the first junction, he's going to be eating a bunch of rooms that are unnecessary at that point. We'll see if he gambles left at any point, assuming jkoper has not finished by the time he gets to that first junction in GP.
Yeah, because it also depends does Ty remember the way to Barba?
Yeah, at this point, I've seen this palace 4 times now, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, so jkoper on the one and only correct path I believe we have available to us. This is an elevator up.
Yeah.
Very nice slice over the bird there.
I think Ty's going the right way here, and there's T-Bird for Koper.
It's a fairly quick T-Bird. It doesn't mean that we don't have a Dark Link at a junction very, very short after Thunderbird, but if it ends up being a little linear, we're going to have a bit of a dig post Thunderbird at that point. We've seen, maybe 12 rooms or so? Don't take the drop,
Ty's
Ty.
memory of P5, P6 significantly better than that of P5, P6, P5, yeah, right. Things. Yeah, I should also switch on to Koper, probably. Let's do that. There we go.
Oh, death.
And that's a death for Koper, as just Barba for Ty.
Yeah, reminder, GP is steps away from P6, so when the moment he walks out of here, he's going to be right into GP.
Yeah, it's like 3 tiles west and 1 north or something. It's pretty silly. They're right. Or maybe it's 3 tiles east and 1 north. It's something really close, like... Ty will be right there.
Yeah, something I always like, as long as I can make it into GP before my opponent finishes, I'm generally happy with the way I played, meaning we were somewhat close. So Ty's going to be in the same position here, walking the GP before jkoper's done. But again, who knows what's after Thunderbird? It could be a trolley mess, and Ty may even this up here.
Yeah. Koper casting life, casting something here. He's taken a couple hits on this T-Bird fight.
You can cast fire and inflict damage upon T-Bird and clear the screen of fireballs.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
But if you kill Thunderbird with the Thunder spell, is a soft lock, and you have to up an A back to the start of the palace.
Oops,
so don't do that.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. And
So 6 minutes, about 6 minutes after Koper here. If he just goes left at that first junction, he's going to save a ton of, he's going to save not a ton, but a chunk of time here.
for sure, because we do have some. We also still have some rooms left in GP here, as we found a downstab block straight after T-Bird, and a junction. Okay, Koper is going to take a right here after T-Bird.
Another junction here as well is going to have an up and down elevator. Ferry on the right-hand side.
And hey, Trails, T-Bird's not far. It's like 5 or 6 rooms in, but it's the first left. We'll see what Ty does.
And a
we've got this
four-way.
whole mess of elevators for after T-Bird, so good luck.
Oh, wow. We have a ferry required room up and left there. We have a 4-way down here. So we've got a left and a right and a down. Still got to check this to see if this is Dark Link. Might be. Not Dark Link. We have a left right after Thunderbird as well. So we have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 paths to choose here. We're going to take this quick right on Koper's side. Ty not going to go left. Oh, no. That's not
what he needs.
Oh, my God. Where's the gambling, Ty?
He could have done it if he felt behind, which he might, given the whole everything this seed.
Yeah, this is another elevator for Koper here as well. Could be Dark Link, could be nothing.
So, some of this probably loops into itself after T-Bird here.
jkoper getting shafted. A lot of
And
elevator
that's
shafts.
not it.
He does have the up and right. It's a little bit of work to go back up and right and check, though, so I kind of don't blame him. If this is a dead end, he's going to have to take a death or make 2... Oh, this is the left side of our 4-way. Okay.
Okay, that does loop back into itself. Figured it would loop at least a little bit. There's only so many rooms. He's heading back down, because he went down this way earlier, I think, so I might be lost.
Koper with a nice...
Is on the right after first right from start. That's a dead end for Koper, which we know is a dead end for Ty as well.
So it looks like it's up and left or left right after Thunderbird.
I think so, yeah.
Does he want the ferry? He wants the ferry. He's down to a little bit of health here, and he's already down a life.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ty about to see the loop here. That means he's going to have to go left at the first junction.
Yep, he's realized.
I don't know. I feel like if I'm walking the GP at like 96 minutes, I'm definitely going to start taking some lefts right off the bat. I don't want to show my hand to my opponents, but I feel like I'm going to be playing like I'm definitely behind at 96 minutes going into GP.
Anytime you go into GP after 90 minutes, I think you do. Yeah, especially against a runner like Koper.
Yeah. Well, not even just a runner against, but like Koper, but it's simply that Ty knows that he saw so many dead end checks along the way that really just didn't get him what he needed or what he wanted. Wasted time in 6 and 5, both very large dungeons that he had to double dip both of those. And so, at this point, you feel
Triple
like
dip 6 even.
Yeah. This elevator
Some
could
nice
be our Dark Link.
footwork dodging for yeah, nope. More room is for Koper. Heading left now.
Ty sees this left here. He's going to see Thunderbird in another 2 rooms. Oh, okay, Koper has the answer. It is the left after Thunderbird.
Now, when does he go there? Because Ty's not far, and if he takes that left, could be pretty close.
He might be looping himself around here. He's already been through here.
Yeah, he's definitely been through this curtain room.
Well, there's 2 rooms after Thunderbird. If Ty can clear this very quickly and just gambles on an immediate left, that is simply going to be the equalizer here.
Yeah. But given he took that right after that start, I don't know that he will.
Oh, Coper's headed back to that junction post Thunderbird, where they're going to be very close by each other, assuming Ty does not take a death here.
Like that.
Because it's right here. This is the left that Coper needs. That's the post Thunderbird downstab block. Yeah, my guess is that there's an elevator 1 or 2 rooms to the left here, and it's going to be, there's an elevator right here. It's another 4-way, wow.
Okay, apparently there's more rooms than I thought, but here's Darklink.
Wow, Ty really could have closed that gap there. Ty definitely had a chance after all of that.
Yeah, if he'd just taken the left, then he came into GP, and then this could have been pretty close. That will be a GG here to Cooper in just a moment as Ty takes T-Bird down. Well, once Ty to Cooper gets jumped by Darklink, there we go. GG's to Cooper, finishing with an official time of 1:41.57.
Wow.
Woof, that was a bit of a marathon there. I realize why am I looking at... That's me being a ding-dong brain. Okay.
Ty choosing to take that first, the right at the first junction after Thunderbird, which is going to loop him everywhere else other than just an immediate Darklink going left and down. I'm not sure if we're going to get jkoper in here for an interview. I think so, though. He's got his headset on here. There he is. He is in the waiting room.
Alright, let me go to him in. Sorry, I had to fix something because I'm a dingus brain and I need that. And we're now joined here by Cooper. GG's.
Thank you. That's a number.
How do we feel about this seed, jkoper?
I can tell you what went well for me is my fairy feet were all really good. I didn't miss any of them, so I was happy about that.
Yeah.
A satisfying feeling for sure.
Yeah. I kept expecting sometime I was going to miss one, but it just never happen. So.
Well, you're sort of in de-rust mode right now, yes?
Yeah, I mean, this is... Here, I can tell you exactly when the last seed I played is. June 8th.
Okay.
That has been a while, yes.
Yeah. Wait, did I play this seed on June 8th? I'm not sure. It was either that or it was our final, because I think that was this one before, which was May 8th and May 9th.
Okay, yeah.
So it was one of those two. Yeah, anyway, so I hadn't played this new version, but nothing really seemed, materially different.
Bug fixes, some future changes that don't really affect you, that don't really affect this tournament. So yeah, nothing you really notice.
Oh, you know what the worst part was of this whole run?
Yes.
I do.
Yes,
I do. You forgot to check fast casting.
I do.
Yes, yes.
And then we had Thunderfire.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was so painful.
Yeah, I made extensive use of Thunderfire.
Oh man.
I would have liked to use it a lot more if it weren't so dang inconvenient, but...
Yeah, I get that.
We were talking about that, and it's like it's such a small thing. Some people don't use it still because they're afraid they cast things too much. But it's like, man, when you really get used to fast casting, where that's not vanilla game behavior, you absolutely notice it and you absolutely miss it so much.
Yeah. I mean, occasionally I'll cast fairy twice or something, but it's 100% worth it. Just yeah. Yeah, anyway, so I need to learn to not, I mean, I felt like I had to go after, what's his face?
Guma?
You know I'm talking about Guma, yeah. Because of where P5 was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to come back here, but, I should just, like, unless my levels are really good, I need, like, life or shield or jump or something, you know, because I just can't do it consistently enough, and then, like, I'll get close a bunch of times, and then, you know, just die when I'm getting close, and then game over, and it's just, you know, it's just bad decisions, bad. I mean, alternatively, I could get better at fighting Guma, but, either way, one or the other, I guess. So.
Yeah, here's Darkwing for Ty, finally making it.
Yeah, overall, it was interesting. Ty did waste a lot of time in 6 and 5. He did the same thing in 5 as you did. We'll get him in here in a moment, I guess, and we can maybe recap this. But yeah, I think everything did go smoothly for you. It was just the 2 mountainous biomes they were kind of slow just in general because of their layouts, and there was really no way around that. And then, of course, having to go through the Caldera DM, not really wanting to do that again, you know, understandable. So it was just kind of a drawn-out seed because of the layouts of the biomes today.
Yeah, that western map gave you guys both a bit of a rough time. And those early combat caves were not fun.
Yeah, I mean, other than the early game over, I didn't feel too bad about my beginning through P5, I think. Yeah. So what was the first thing I found was P3, and I had one death on the boss, but that was fine. And did I probably got lost. I don't know. It felt like I got lost in almost every palace a little bit.
Yeah, it felt like it, yeah.
Yeah, 5 was pretty bad for you. You did a lot of looping in 5, and then Ty spent a lot of time in there as well. You both were on Guma about the same time, but you had spent a good amount of time kind of getting looped around in some of those areas. 5 was a big troll.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to take not the first left, but a lot of lefts after that, I believe. So I don't know if I should try to make notes of directions in palaces or something, because it gets hard to remember. You'd think it would be significantly easier with the duplicate rooms off, but there were a couple rooms that looked very similar, and that threw me off a lot. You know, the one with the elevator going down, and then there's the one that has the crumbled bridge on the left, and then the other one does not have the crumbled bridge. That really messed with me a bit. So
yeah, we're not joined by Tyvarius here. GG's, Ty.
Yo, thanks, Star. GG's jkoper.
GG.
That was a fun one for round 1, huh?
Yeah, that was some kind of derust seed, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if I would like to point this out.
Nope.
Ty, no, we will.
You don't. Nope.
Absolutely, we will. You entered into GP 6 minutes behind jkoper, and you have finished the seed 6 minutes behind jkoper. If you actually
I didn't die to Guma the first frickin' time.
Well, all of that considered, people, there were troubles here and there, some palace routing issues.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you took the first left, and going straight to Thunderbird, and the left right after Thunderbird, you actually would have had it because you both 100%ed the palace. jkoper just did it first.
Yeah, that's
because you entered in 6 minutes difference, you finished 6 minutes difference, you did exactly the same thing in GP.
I'm addicted to every room in GP. What can I say?
Trying to increase your cartography skills.
Exactly. You know, I can't recognize rooms if I don't visit them, Mariah.
Yeah, I was really starting to question throughout this seed whether some things that I had assumed to be true were actually true anymore. Like seeing enemies right away when I'm going right, that's got to be a dead end, right? Maybe it's not anymore. I don't know. We both came over to Guma, I think, and then I did that, and then left and came back after I finished clearing out the east.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you both had to do that because you guys were both in Guma around the same time, actually. But you both came over to him, decided we're out of here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Nope.
Well, I was just going to say from there was divergence from P5 where Koper, you actually did the items on Mace Island first before doing 5. Ty, you did 5 before doing the items. So when you both got out of P5, Ty, you went to go do the items, got the boots, and then headed back to the west, whereas Koper went north through that cave, saw Hammer Cave, 500-point P-bag, got out of there, went to the east, and that was like at the 43-minute mark where we first got a look at the east. At that point, we're like, wow, this is quite a seed in these biome layouts. So at that point, that was where the real divergence ultimately happened, and you digging into 6 early on, that hurt. The glove blocked. Dragon, of course, as we learned, that hurt immensely. You both spent about the same amount of time in P5. I think Ty overall yours was a little bit faster. You entered in the first time after jkoper, but you both found Guma about the same time. But other than that, jkoper did hit Spell Town before hitting New Kasuto, so he was able to just single dip into New Kasuto, get the glove out of Spell Tower, and that was better for him. But he did, jkoper did grab Thunder out of Old Kasuto because you didn't have Fire yet, and you did do Risen P-Bag Cave, I believe, which netted you the hammer, which you did find the one little cute little cutout there in Death Mountain for Spec Rock. You did do those minor checks, which probably cost a little bit of time overall, but all things considered, I think, Ty, you lost a ton of time in that 6, and then you did dig a lot more of Death Mountain than jkoper did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that start was rough, and I 7 minutes in, I was already feeling a little tilted, so I had to reset. I don't know about you, Koper. I went into the first 2 caves. I killed the enemy right as I died several times. I'm just like, okay, no, reset, just calm down. And I don't know, there were decisions that I made as a result of that I think didn't help. But yeah, I was a little upset when I went back to find the east the second time. You're right, Mariah.
Yeah.
Yeah, having to go through that Death Mountain twice, that's pretty painful.
Well,
at the start, I did game over in Medicine Cave that's not Medicine Cave, I'm sorry, that's Magic Jar Cave, after I saw the raft. And then I just went and did a couple of other things and got Fairy, and then went back to start and got down Stab and had better levels, and then went back into the cave again and got the raft. And I'm sure the raft was 100% required at that point, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was our way. That was our way out of
to DM.
Yeah, that was your only way off. You had to take that.
Yeah. No, this was a Mariah seed though. Attack 4 was pretty good.
Well, speaking, that's what I wanted to come back to, is that jkoper, I think you got Attack 4 out of Palace 3. Is that correct? Right around that time you did.
Probably.
Like that.
Okay, because Ty, you were stuck at Attack 3 for, I think it was 53 minutes, and Attack 3 was not that amazing.
Oh, you were fighting Guma at Attack 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's rough, man.
It's It did not help Ty with the combat because Attack 3 just wasn't doing much of anything.
Yeah, I didn't think 4 was that great. There was one point, it was either 4 to 5 or 5 to 6, where like the attack power clearly doubled. Like everything that was taking 4 hits was taking 2 after that. So I think it was 4 to 5, but I'm not positive. Yeah, it must have been 4 to 5 because I didn't get to attack 6 until my final gem.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think I had attack 4, and then I found out fire was thunder, and I didn't even care about attack levels at that point.
Yeah,
I was just mashing the select button and wondering when you were going to beat me. I'm like, what is this C, dude? I'm just sitting there the whole time. I'm like, come on, dude. Like,
so
it was
this
fun.
was my first time playing on this randomizer version, and I forgot to go through and turn on fast spell casting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's minutes right there with fire thunder for sure.
Yeah, it was certainly a bit trying, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, GG, I guess that was interesting. We gave the people lots of content to watch.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Yeah,
glad
that's fun.
only Star and Mariah could see my webcam for half of it because I was being very rude.
Well, you also took a break in the middle of the race as well. I believe that was a bathroom break.
It was. I'm sorry.
I was like, Ty, no thing in the race room. I assume maybe after break then, because if it had been something more serious, I assume he would have typed.
Yeah. No, that was a
I've seen
step
actual
away.
emergencies in races before too, which
Yeah.
the people do type in for.
Yeah. For sure. No, it was a good time. jkoper, GG's again. Best of luck to you in the next rounds. Mariah, since you already claimed that you're going to go 0-1, I look forward to facing you in round 2.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Yes, I was like, what? I didn't claim anything. Yes. Valence,
I saw it in Discord.
Valence is definitely going to take me down here on our race later this week. Lots of races coming up this week. Every single day there are races all the way through Saturday.
Yeah, we're buried in Z2R races and other races too on CSR coming up here because it's 30 season. But no, GG's to you both, and good luck to you guys in the future rounds.
Yeah, thank you so much for putting on the show. As always, two of the most important members of the community, and then we got the trackers too. I'm not looking at the Discord. Where is that? Homewrecker and whoever else is here. But yeah, thank you guys, and looking forward to the rest of the tournament, I guess. Yeah.
Well, don't be too enthusiastic, jkoper.
It's Koper. I don't know.
Yeah. Just want to echo what Koper said. Big thank you. And Star, I thought you said homemade beer was tracking, so Homewrecker's here. Hey, he's all right.
I have a ding dong brain and somehow mix the two up. Homemade beer was doing it. So yeah, that might be being a scanner brain. It's a guy named Home. Anyway, GG's guys now, and thanks as always for everything. Let's see. Please give our runners a phone. In any case, Tyvarius and jkoper, as well as my co-com Ryan. Thanks so much to Homewrecker as well for tracking. Let's see, coming up on the CSR schedule, we are going to head over to CSR Main, who are currently restreaming a Dwarves Best Randomizer Season 4 Standard Tournament. Loses round 4 between City and Mr. Mario. They're about 2 hours in and getting towards the end of the season themselves. Let's see, tomorrow on the CSR schedule, we've got a bunch of stuff coming up. We've got tomorrow. Okay, looks like actually I'm misreading. Tomorrow we've got pair of Z2R races. Eleanor versus Pickles and Beer at 7 p.m. Eastern, and at 9:30 Eastern we'll have the Goblin versus BKPKT Patrick. Those will both be on ZSR Main. And then Wednesday we've got the Grand Finals, the Link to the Fast Randomizer AD Key Sanity Tournament. Game versus Kaide Rukawa, Game 1. There'll be 3 Eastern. We got Randomizer race between Jarhead and Gold Quiver. we've got more Z2R races coming up too. So keep an eye on the schedule, keep an eye on ZSR channels. We've got plenty more races coming up over the next 2 weeks. But in the meantime, though, thank you for watching all, and have a good night.